All right, friends, welcome to our channel. I say our channel because without you, I don't have a channel. Well, actually, I would. It'd just be I'd be the only one watching it, which is almost true now. I haven't been doing a lot of recording due to some health issues and so on, but this channel is usually reserved for videos about VR and particularly VR flight simulation. But today, I'm doing a video about videos on YouTube and how we're getting scammed. As far as I'm concerned, AI is ruining YouTube as a legitimate source of discussion and information. Now, they do a lot I found this, I did a search here, AI and YouTube deepfakes. And just look at all of this. Anderson Cooper, real, fake. How can you tell? Now, deepfake scams and AI voice cloning are exploding. Watch this 2-minute PSA to protect yourself. I recommend this one. Do take a look at it. We won't right now because I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. But one of the things, it just drives me nuts that they do this. Now, there are a couple of reasons to use an AI voice, and maybe I'll just explain how AI voices work, because I've been an actor and a voice actor since 1977, and I was approached by a company to do a voice that would be used for AI. What I was supposed to do, or what I was asked to do, was take a very long script and read it as many different ways as I could, and pronounce a whole bunch of different words, and basically apply my voice using different emotions, different inflections, different rhythms, different timing, and so on. And then the AI would be able to manipulate it and use it in audio on anybody else's video. And if you hear the same three narrators all the time, as I seem to, well, you're listening to AI. And one way you can tell is that they'll get things wrong, because AI just isn't smart enough to recognize how to say some things. For instance, they won't say, not all of them. I mean, the best AI creations are probably better than this, but I've heard a lot of them just make mistakes in pronunciation, or, well, I don't know what I'd call it. But they'll say a year wrong. For example, they won't say 1992. They'll say 1992. Okay. But some of the audio voices in AI are getting so good that it is tough to spot them, and it's a little bit unsettling. But the stuff that really bothers me is when they take somebody else's image, voice, and manipulate them with AI to make it seem that they're really there. You know, what they're doing is riding the coattails of their betters, which is almost everyone, and presenting it to make money on YouTube. Now, there are other channels that where creators have demonstrated how they could manipulate the system, and those are cautionary tales. And in some cases, apparently YouTube is even using AI to alter content and not telling us. I haven't looked at that. I'm not that concerned about that. But I am concerned that YouTube doesn't screen these things. I mean, this is just crap. Let's take a look. For instance, it really bothers me when creators pass themselves off as legitimate news sources. Let's see how Rachel Maddow has been manipulated, used, abused in this way. Okay, if you see MS Now next to a Rachel Maddow video, that's my poor dog coughing and sneezing. Are you all right, pup? You okay? Oh, boy, I may have to call the vet. It's coughing all the time. Very worrisome when a dog gets to be about 10 years old. Anyway, you can tell if it's MS Now, it's real. Prime Political Brief? I don't know. I haven't looked at this one. Let's find out.
Gun in a decision that has sent ripple.
Okay, so the image isn't moving. They're not manipulating her image, but is it real? Probably not, because if it was real, Rachel's image would be there. Altered synthetic content, sound or visuals were significantly edited and digitally generated. Now here they give us a timestamp for all of these things, but it's funny when you manipulate somebody's voice and their ideas, I automatically can't trust you. I automatically can't trust. And here, you should have an option here that says, don't show me any more from this channel. But sometimes it's just not there, and I don't know why. The only option you have is to report it. And I've done that on several times, and nothing's happened, as far as I can tell. I don't get a reply from YouTube saying, hey, we caught these buggers and they're off YouTube. No, I don't get that. What I got once was a warning that if my report turned out to be untrue, my channel would be taken off, which makes me reluctant to report. So what we need here is a text command that we can click on that allows us to not just block the channel, but immediately down-click it, which is what I do. Immediately. Let's see what they say about this is legitimate. Anyway, you know what? I can show you half a dozen of these things with Brian Cox, figures from the right wing, figures from the left wing, figures from the center. There are channels from India that want you to think they are the Times of London. They aren't. They'll say the Times Now or Times of India. Well, Times of India may very well be a legitimate source, but of course they've got a perspective that may be a little bit biased here and there. You'd have to make your own judgment call on that. If it says Channel 4 News, probably legitimate. But again, anytime you watch a video with content that's important to you, always, always, always scroll down and find out what's going on. Let's pick another one. Okay, News X Live. I don't know who this is. Is it real? Might be. Okay, we'll pause it so I can speak. All right, away. I have a sense. I don't know whether it's legitimate or not. I don't see anything, because they provide us a link to the immigration crisis, that immediately tells me it's wrong. And I believe they are required to provide us some sort of explanation.
Gun in a decision that has sent ripples.
Oh, sorry, AI again. Anyway, point is, whether they're using it for what they call fair use or not, I don't think you should be able to deepfake somebody for 2 or 3 minutes and present the information to unwary viewers as if it were legitimate and you had actually gathered the real voice and opinions of, say, Rachel Maddow or Brian Cox or President Trump or Prime Minister Carney or whoever, and presented it on your channel. No. What YouTube needs to do is give us the ability to block these things and automatically down-check them. And what YouTube should be doing is screening them. If someone presents a video that uses AI to manipulate somebody else's image, well, to heck with fair use. That's not fair use. Fair use is playing a bit of a song or showing a small video to illustrate how it was created or what's great about it. That's fair use. Fair use is not stealing somebody's image to present your ideas or to steal theirs. Anyway, that's all I have to say. YouTube, get your ducks in a row. Or to put it more bluntly, get your shit together and get this stuff off, because it is turning YouTube into a video library that is the greatest library in the world, but the gems and the truth are scattered among garbage and lies. Fix it, YouTube, for God's sake. I'm starting to think I don't want to be a creator anymore, and it's not fair to all the people who watch. By the way, obviously, my channel will never use an AI voice or an AI image. Never. Anyway, I'm sorry for the rant. It's something to think about. Protect yourself on YouTube. Don't be misinformed. If you want to be actively informed and think critically, the first thing you need to do is make sure that you're not watching a source that is fake and is lying to you. All right, have a great day, and thanks for watching.